What is going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian 88 coming at you with another action figure review. And today we're looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Ninja Force 2-pack, Ninja Force Scarlett, and Shebang. That's right, it's a Target exclusive because it's Ninja Force, and we've got a 2-pack here. This is number 212 in the line. We've got some pretty cool artwork of Shebang there with his dual swords, and then we've got Ninja Force Scarlett looking pretty fierce there. So really like what we're seeing here. I love the diorama of these two on the steps there. That looks really cool. Looking at some of the accessories there, I love that they have the old Ninja Force 90s, early 90s logo on the corner there. And then we've got all the specs and then the QR code on the side there. So very excited to get these. Always like a good Ninja Force 2-pack. Any martial arts characters I am going to be first in line for. So let's take a look at Scarlett. So looking at Scarlett out of the package, this face print and sculpt is fantastic. Wow. Like they've got the little eyeliner makeup there that's so detailed. The hair sculpt is good all the way around. We've got that infamous Scarlett red hair all the way down. Gold plating on the shoulder pads look really nice, really nice. But again, that face printing is phenomenal. Like, might be some of the best they've ever done in Classified. Looking at her uniform here, going all the way down. We've got a lot of bright colors, minimal sculpt, just on the shin pads there. A little bit of gold on the elbow pads, a little bit of sculpted detail on the wrist gauntlets, but you are definitely here for the head sculpt. The head sculpt is an absolute home run, one of the best I've seen it in Classified. So worthy of a reuse of Scarlett. For articulation, her head could go down about that much, up about that much. You can move the ponytail around so it can kind of flow from side to side. We can move the arms up about that much. The shoulder pads or the pauldrons don't really get in the way because they're separately sculpted. We've got the butterfly joint there, double jointed pinless elbows. We've got the wrist swivel and hinge. Diaphragm cut there. She only has that bandolier, so doesn't really inhibit the movement. Can split out about that wide. She does have the thigh swivel. We do have double jointed pinless knees on both sides, and then we've got the calf rotation. And then she does have ankle pivot and rocker. So again, nothing new with Classified. Always good articulation. So it's good for these ninja martial arts characters to be able to pose a lot. For accessories, she does come with a fair pair of fisted hands here, gloved hands. We also have these small little ninja throwing knives with loops. If you want to put some sort of grapple thing for like Scorpion, it kind of reminds me of the grapple hook. We've got these like claws that have come with nunchuck in the past. We also have this really cool sword. First time we've ever had this sword in the line, and it's really cool. I love the way it's sculpted, and I love the handle there. The little gold on the bottom. I love that it's curved like that. So really nice weapon there. And then she does come with this really cool ninja martial arts like demon mask, which is very cool. This was not included in the original release of the character, so this is one of those Classified upgrades, but I am here for it. And having her with that demon mask and with the sword in the sheath, and then holding one of the knives there. So she has ports for the knives and she has a sheath for the sword, so she can store most of her weapons, which is nice to have. And that is foreshadowing the Shebang figure. So Shebang out of the package. This one is kind of near and dear to my heart because this is one of the first G.I. Joes I had in the early 90s because I was born in 88. So I have a little bit of nostalgia with this guy. The mask looks great. It looks just like it did in the early 90s. The chest looks good. The padding there on the wrist gauntlets. The shin guards look exactly the same as they did back in the day. Not too much going on with this guy, though. He's kind of got the bare back. Doesn't have a place to put any of his weapons, which is a gripe of mine. I also would have liked to have had a separate mask. Since he has like the luchador ninja mask, I would have liked an unmasked Shebang, since they've done that with a lot of other characters, so it would have been nice to be able to get him. But nonetheless, the face printing is nice. For articulation, he can go up and down the head, can rotate side to side. He also can get his arms up nice and easy there, nothing blocking or inhibiting. He's got the butterfly there. He's got double jointed pinless elbows. He does have an ab crunch, but the vest padding is getting in the way of that, so you're not really going to be able to do anything with that unless you remove that. He can split very easily. Very nice. Very Jean-Claude Van Damme. So we're okay with that. We've got the thigh swivel there. We've got double jointed pinless knees. We've got the calf rotation, and then we've got the ankle pivot and rocker. So again, just like Scarlett, really nice articulation. You're going to want some good articulation for your martial arts Ninja Force characters. For his accessories, he does come with a pair of fisted hands, just like Scarlett. He also has this one singular like tiger paw claw grapple. He does have this little hook with a loop on the end of it, so you can find a little string or rope so you can attach that for grappling. He does have these two swords, which at first glance were cool, but looking at them, they're very rounded and blunted looking at the top, on the top and the bottom of them on the hooks. So we've had these types of swords before, and they did not look like this. So this is definitely another gripe for mine, which is unfortunate for his accessories. However, he does have this really cool tiger mask, which I was kind of unsure about when they first dropped the images, but looking at it in hand, I do like it. And we'll see what it looks like actually on the figure. But yeah, so we did get a separate head, but it was not an unmasked head. And here he is with the tiger mask and those very blunted swords. The tiger mask looks really good, better than I thought it would. But I can't look past the swords or the fact that he can't store any of his weapons other than if he's holding them, which is not usually what we get for classified. Here are the two characters next to a couple other martial arts characters with Budo and Jinx, looking good. Scarlett and Chebang are definitely from the early 90s, so they have those brighter neon colors, so they stand out. Here's two other Ninja Force characters with Slice and Dice. Now, Slice and Dice, to me, are two of the best that Classified has ever done, in my opinion. But these actually look like they go well together. So I was not thinking that they would, but they do. So that's not too bad to see. Again, Slice and Dice is some of the cream of the crop with this line, in my opinion. So hard to truly compare. And then, of course, we've got to have our two OG ninja characters in Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. And Chebang does have the Arashikage logo on his chest there, so that does not go unnoticed. So maybe we've got some lore there that we can explore if you trained in those dojos with Storm Shadow and or Snake Eyes. And then we've got Kamakura here. Kamakura is a favorite of mine because when I first started reading the comics, he was a brand new created character in the early 2000s. So here he is next to these two characters as well. I think the Scarlett is really, really nice. I think her head sculpt and her sword and her mask are really, really good. The Chebang definitely leaves some things to be desired, especially lack of swords, lack of unmasked head, and those swords are not the greatest. But let me know what you all think in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next episode.